Hello dear students. In last session we have seen living organism and life processes, and these life processes required energy. Now in this session we will see how this energy is produced. You have studied respiration. Can you tell me the definition of respiration? How does it occur? Release of energy from assimilated food is called respiration. Respiration occurs at two levels, one at body level and second cellular level. Body level respiration is external respiration. External respiration consists of two steps, inhalation and exhalation. And inhalation and exhalation togetherly called as breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhalation means breathe in. Air enters the lung, that is oxygen enters the blood. Exhalation means breathe out. CO2 from the blood given out, and this gaseous exchange is called as external respiration, and it occurs through the alveolar membrane. Next level, cellular respiration, that is internal respiration. RBCs carry oxygen to every cell. As I told you before, energy is produced in mitochondria by oxidation of food nutrients, and energy is released, and it is called as internal respiration or cellular respiration. You know, human respiratory tract starts with the nostrils and is consists of pharynx, larynx and trachea. Trachea or the windpipe is divided into two bronchi. One enters the right lung and other the left lung. Though conventionally called as respiratory tract, this tract carries out only breathing part of respiration, so we can also call it as breathing tract. The air passing through the nostrils is filtered by the fine hair that lines the passage. It also becomes moist and warm. The dust particles are trapped in the mucus. Now we will see the respiratory organs, breathing organs. The respiratory organs are the lungs, which lies in the thoracic cavity on the both sides of the heart. Within each lung, the major bronchus divided into two bronchi and further into smaller and smaller bronchioles, which finally terminate into balloon-like structure called alveoli. Singular alveoli means cavity. Alveoli provide the surface for the exchange of gases. The thin walls of the alveoli are closely surrounded by a network of blood capillaries. The hemoglobin present in the RBCs of the blood absorbs the oxygen from the air present in the alveoli through the thin walls of capillaries. At the same time, CO2 from the blood is released into the alveoli by diffusion, which goes out from the body when we breathe out air. The oxygen is carried to all tissues of the body which are deficient in oxygen. Now, mechanism of breathing in human being. Inhalation. When the muscular diaphragm of the body relaxes, volume of the thoracic cavity increases and air pressure inside the cavity decreases. The air from outside enters the lung through the nostrils and alveolar sac filled with air rich in oxygen. Now exhalation. When the diaphragm contracts or becomes convex, the thoracic cavity decreases in volume. Lungs come to their original size, forcing the air outside the lungs through the same path but in the opposite direction. Then oxygen, which enters through the inhalation, moves from the alveoli through the blood capillaries or tiny blood vessels that lines the alveoli. In blood, oxygen gets picked up by the hemoglobin in red blood cells. This oxygen-rich blood flows back to the heart and pumps through the artery throughout the body. Inside the tissue, oxygen gets free from the hemoglobin and moves into the cell. You will understand it with this equation. CO2 from the tissue is expelled, which is mixed up with the blood by diffusion. Blood rich in CO2 then returns to the heart via veins. From the heart, it is pumped to the lungs. Here, CO2 passes to the alveoli to be expelled through the exhalation. Now we will see what actually happens in the cell, that is cellular respiration. Cells produce the energy which they need to survive. Cells use oxygen to break down the sugar glucose and stores its energy in the molecules of adenosine triphosphate ATP. It is most critical because energy cannot be used until it is stored in ATP. Cells use ATP to do all activities to grow, divide, replace worn out cell parts, and to do many more other tasks. Cellular respiration provides energy to amoeba to engulf its food and pitcher plant to capture its prey. It occurs within a cell constantly, day and night. If it gets stopped, living organism will die. Cellular respiration transfers about 40% of energy of glucose to ATP. It occurs in mitochondria of each cell. Each ATP molecule gives 72,000 calories of energy. This cellular respiration occurs among the living organism by two methods. Those two methods are aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. And we will see this in next video. So like, share and subscribe the channel so that you will get notification of the next video. Thank you.